Welcome to Avis eForms Wizard. The purpose of this tutorial is to give you a brief overview on the eForms Wizard solution. The very first thing I want to show you is our file menu system layout. Underneath the File tab, you'll see that you can open up or start working with eForms Wizard by creating a new client. You can open up existing clients by clicking on the Existing Client tab and then double-clicking on the folder structure and the type of applications that you want to work with and selecting those applications. While working with a specific client, you can open additional forms and add them to your application set, or if you're working on a brand new client, you can select forms by going to File, Open Forms, and selecting the forms that you want to use. If you have an individual in your organization that is working on an application set for a specific client, you can go to Import Client Folder and you'll be prompted to navigate to a client folder on your desktop for which you can import. If you've already been working on that client, you'll be prompted and asked whether or not you want to override the version of the client information that you have in your instance of eForms Wizard. At any point in time, you've got forms from time to time that you're going to be working on frequently or working with frequently. You can add those to your favorites. Simply select the forms that you frequently use and click Open, and they'll be put into your favorites folder. Once they're added to your favorites folder, you have access to them by clicking on Open Favorites and selecting from the frequently used forms that you like to get access to for a given application. Of course, as we've shared in other tutorials and you can reference, at any point in time you can save the individual form, all the forms or selected forms as a PDF or as an Avis client folder. You can also share them with others by prompting Outlook to open up and to share these as attachments. Remember that PDFs are non-editable, whereas an Avis client folder can be edited by others in your organization that have eForms Wizard installed. You can also at any point in time print the single form that you're working with. You can print all the forms that you're working with or those that you've selected. You select forms by checking the checkbox in the upper tab. Once you're all done working with Avis eForms Wizard for the day, you can save and exit. But bear in mind, if you accidentally close eForms Wizard by using the X up above, it also saves for you. As a user, we've provided a number of packages for you to select from to open and use with new clients or existing clients. But at any point in time, you can create your own package from scratch. Simply select, give it a name, and select the type of package that it is. Then add your forms to your package. As I mentioned, we ship the product with a number of packages so that you can choose from those to use as you begin working with your clients. You can share our packages that we ship with the product or the ones that you create with others in your organization, and when you share them, it will give step-by-step instructions in the body of the email for that recipient on how to import that package and use it. Of course, don't forget, before you get started with eForms Wizard, you're going to want to start by setting up your basic agency information as we've done here, as well as add producers to your application. The agency information and the producer information will auto-populate to your forms as you're working on your client applications. You determine which producer and which agency populates to those forms by setting your defaults. Your defaults will have a check mark next to them. As you can see here, this particular producer has a check mark, so they are the default producer. In the case of your agency, you can see the same. This particular agency is set as a default. And then, of course, we've provided a number of resources for you under the Help Center so that you can get access to very helpful information, which includes sample test cases to get you started, as well as you've got a complete user guide that you can print out or use in a PDF format. There's also numerous tutorials such as this one, and you have access, of course, to our online help, which is a knowledge base, in addition to getting in touch with our technical support group. We've also provided a quick start guide to get you up and running very quickly. Under the About button, you have complete access to all of the information about your license, the version that you're on. You can get copies of the license agreement, find out how to upgrade your license, how to update to the latest version, and again, get access to technical support. This concludes this tutorial on a general overview of eForms Wizard, and we hope you enjoy.